Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is a look at the digital art book from Star Wars Outlaws. My eyes are still suffering, so I'm not able to play games at the moment. So I thought I'd still have a little stream. It won't be a very long stream, just be a short one, just to have a look through the Outlaws digital art book. Um, it, I've flicked through it a little bit. It's quite impressive. I like it, but I thought we'd go through it together. Now, this is very nicely presented. It's all operated by the mouse, and you can zoom in and go to different pages. So I will be having a look at individual parts of it. As you may have heard, there are some sound effects in it, sort of when you turn the page, and things happen in the things that you can look at. There is actually what seems to be an entire album on here as well of sounds from the game, or even the music from the game, which I won't be playing because it's probably all copyrighted and everything anyway. But it's there. We've got Mark Sherrod and Kenneth and Lance are here. Lance saying, "Oh, there's spoilers. If so, I'm off." I don't think so, or nothing in a big way. There won't be any big spoilers, but there might be some information that you might not want to know about. Hence, Kay's tools and things like that. The crew. I've only just started collecting the crew, so I don't know anything about them as much, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a page or two about that. So I'm not too worried about it. If you are worried about it, then by all means, there we go. I can go full screen. I thought I should be able to. Uh, you know, um, there might be spoilers ahead, so be wary of that. Let's see, how can I do this? I'm going to have to go to each page and see. A message from the Art and World team. Yeah, my eyes are a bit rubbish, so I will be zooming in quite a lot to look at some things, but in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, I'm not going to read all of it, but you can pause and read all of that if you like. But from what I've seen of the game so far and what I've heard online about it, the attention to detail is pretty damn impressive. So I'm sure it will all become clear as we get on. So, yeah, Chapter 1, Meeting the Outlaws. Yeah, that's obviously Kay and Nix, the main protagonists. That is ND5, I think is his name. I've only just met him. He's a robot bounty hunter type person. I'm not entirely certain. But yeah, so Chapter 1, we're meeting the Outlaws. You might want to skip this chapter, but you might not. So yeah, we've got some nice artwork of Kay doing a shooting with Nix hanging on for dear life. And obviously, there we've got, again, Nix and Kay talking to somebody. Are they getting anything? That's as far in as I can zoom. It always astounds me when I look at games and films how much artwork there is and things behind the scenes. But yeah, Kay is indeed a rookie thief. This is the outfit that she uses initially. Well, not initially. Initially, she doesn't have the jacket, but then she gets the jacket. You spend obviously most of the game behind her. So that's the look she's in to begin with. And obviously, Nix is her little. Oh, I turned a page by mistake. I didn't want to turn a page then. Let's go back. Yeah, Nix is. I don't know what race he is, what he actually is. If anybody does know, by all means, let us know. But obviously, we've got some concept art and animation reference by the looks of it for Nix. He does look from certain angles. He really looks like a face hugger for Alien, but then from others, he looks like some sort of adorable little cat thing. But yeah, there we have Nix. And then we've got Kay's tools. the grappling hook, which obviously uses to clamber up to places. I often wonder how practical these things are. I mean, it's a very fine rope that you wouldn't actually be able to climb up using your hands because you wouldn't be able to grip it well enough. And that doesn't look like that's going to grip anything. They shouldn't go out quite so horizontal. And how do you release it once you've done your climbing bit? I really don't know. Nyx is adorable, says Lance. Yes, Nyx is quite special. Um, shown Lance, I've seen some pictures online of environmental pictures that you can take while looking into Nyx's eyes. You can actually zoom into his eyeballs and get reflections on them. And it's quite clever. So yeah, what have we got? The wrist comm link. That's obviously how she talks to people. The slicer kit for hacking. It's all Star Wars-esque, isn't it? It's very used universe. The micro binoculars or macro binoculars that I keep forgetting about and not using to tag things. Yeah, there we go. And the speeder, which I'd be happier if it had the big bits sticking out the front, like proper speeder bikes. But that one doesn't. Yeah, it's quite a versatile craft though. And the Trailblazer, the ship that you borrow right at the beginning of the game. Yeah, they've obviously fleshed out the entire inside, and it all fits inside. It's not like some of these ships that don't work. This one, the interior actually fits the interior. Be nice if you could customize the shelves with things you borrow and steal off people, but obviously that's not a thing. So yes, this is it ND5? It is ND5. It's a commando droid. Not entirely certain why he's got clothes. Is that? I thought that was letting me move it, but it wasn't. Let me just check. No, I thought I could move that around, but it's not. Yeah, so obviously the scaling, sorting out things for that. Nyx looked more like a cat there than anything else. The graphics in the game are impressive. There's obviously an X-wing there by the looks of it. There we go. Right, this is the crew. We've got. Oh, I keep turning pages. It's not as easy to control as you would think. Yeah, I'm not going to pay too much attention to them because there's obviously people that you meet and that you end up having working for you. So let's go to A Galaxy of Opportunity, Chapter 2. All of this writing that you see across the top of things like this in the game is, I think it's called Arabesh, and it is like the Star Wars language. And apparently this has all been correctly translated to actually read the signs and things. You can actually make sense of them in the game if you understand the language. So yes, the game takes place over several worlds. The first of which, technically the second, but the first proper world is Toshara. Sort of, it always reminds me of like the savannah, like African plains. A little bit deserty, but some greenery here and there. Obviously, quite nicely realised in here. Tosharans are resilient and inventive, apparently. Pretty much human, but as far as I can tell, they cover up quite a lot. So I haven't really seen years on things. Wind farming is what they tend to do. I don't know exactly how you do that, but they do. On Toshara, we have Gorek, the Pike Syndicate underboss. Pikes are one of the main uh, clans, groups, syndicates that game is pretty much all about manipulating your um, relationships with. Lance has just told me his pike relationship is not the best. Danker, the information broker, there, obviously, Moncalani. So yeah, dark and moody, atmospheric pictures there. The second planet that they go to, Tatooine. Obviously, we're well aware of Tatooine. It's been visited several times in Star Wars. Not least of all when we went to Jabba's palace, which features in the game. I've only just visited the first little bit of Tatooine. I've not been out anywhere on it. But apparently it is massive. This is one of the pieces that is very, I say true to life. It's not really true to life because it's not exactly life. But there are many reference works for the Star Wars universe. One of which contains a map of Tatooine, and apparently the in-game map is almost identical to that published map. But yeah, as well as being open deserts, we've got some caves and things by the looks of it, as well as a fly horn, an insect-catching sand lizard. Looks like it might be sort of related to Nyx. Yeah, we've got. Yeah, there we go. The Hutt Syndicate, the Hutt Cartel, different races, obviously, including the Hutts, of which Jabba is the most well known. Yeah. Cool stuff. What we got there? Bone crawler, bone gnawer, even. A fierce bird of prey. Yeah. Hover tech seems to be a big thing in Star Wars lore. It's not actually hovering. I thought that was a giant hovery thing, but everything seems to hover or fly, be it speeder bikes or speeders. Yeah, everything else. Akiva. It's another world. This one is a more jungle type world, if that's the one I'm thinking of. It's a very blurry art picture there. Yeah, very lush green. Has Jabba Rex in it. Lizard with great underwater vision. Yeah, there's lots of water and jungles on this one. Nice looking place. Yeah, there we go. Very green palette on this one as opposed to the browns from Tatooine. It's overgrown. Looks like it's the nature is really fighting its way through. Almost looks abandoned, but isn't. Lady Kira, Underworld Firebrand. This is Crimson Dawn. They are the sort of spy, sneaky, underworldy type underworld people. It's an elusive syndicate led by Lady Kira who wants to disrupt the power structure in the galaxy. Well, she wants to lead the power structure like everybody else. But yeah, very dark and shadowy. That one. Hutts are all about force and deals and stuff. The Pikes are pretty much more about the force. Force, not the force. Doesn't feature in this game. Kajimi is the icy snow world, I believe. Yeah, this one has not got a huge open world. It's got this huge city that I think is the entire map for this world in the game. Yeah, lots of snow, icicles, and coldness. I don't think the cold actually matters or affects you, but you can get clothing that makes a difference. The bobbins, thumbs and comments for the mighty algorithm. Absolutely, yes. If you do like the channel and like what I do, don't forget to leave a comment on the video when it's an actual video, and put your thumb up if you like it as well. Kajimi, yes, obviously cold outside, but they have all warmly glowing interiors with a Nobaki rat adapted to the cold. Yeah, I think they make the interiors look very warm and inviting. Don't know who that is. That's Queen Ashiga, protector of the hive. The Ashiga clan, an old-fashioned syndicate on Kajimi. Yeah, that's the fourth clan that you encounter throughout the game. Cantonica is the first planet that you start on, the starter planet, where Kay's life begins, shall we say. Yeah. Zoro is the big bad that you encounter first of all and do some robbery from, and meet some other people like Vale, the bounty hunter, who works for him. Yeah, a very unusual looking townscape with back streets and things in there. So yeah, the first cantina that Kay lives above, in there, and indeed has a nice view of the city. Cantonica's nightlife and Zerek Besh is a syndicate with deep pockets. Yeah, they all wear funny helmets by the looks of it. Just a sort of military of Cantonica. And that's a picture of a sort of a sunrise-ish on some planet. Message from the cinematics team. See what they've got to say for themselves. Playing the cinematics for Outlaws. Oh, the cinematics, the cutscenes. Right, film production. Absolutely, yeah. Storyboarding the cinematics is part of the process. Storyboarding is an essential step that gives you the opportunity to block out the action shot by shot. Yeah. So we're going to see some cinematics. The summit. This is the opening cutscene. So no spoilers here. But yeah, there we go. So we get the so it's all drawn out. I would say by hand, but probably on computer. In the coughing. And then they obviously remake it in CG. That's how that was visualized, and then how it actually came to be. So yeah, they've sort of cut in a little bit closer, or at least they might have on this shot that they've got there. But looks like motion capture work going on there, where they filmed the actor reading the lines and doing the expressions, which they then copied across. Some people have been complaining about the cutscenes, saying that they don't look particularly good. But to be honest, they look fine to me. I'm not one to pick holes in things like that, but it's all good stuff. Right, now we've got more about Kay and Nix. This is where we might find out what Nix is. Yeah, getting there we go. That's cutscene, the storyboard in the motion capture. I'm not sure who it is that they have playing Kay, but I did read some more disappointment that she doesn't look like the actress that portrays her. But you never see the actress, so it doesn't matter. She looks like she looks. That's just the way it is. Yeah, this is Nix waking her up. Definitely looks like a facehugger there, doesn't he? Leaving home. Yeah, after the introductory level, she gets kicked out of her home by her sort of adopted father figure. That's how they had it looking, that's how they filmed it, and that's how it looks in the end game. All good stuff. Cool. She doesn't need a shuttle off well. She's going to borrow a ship. The transfer. Is this? This is the first sort of the main heist thing that sets up the game. Yeah, the speeder ride. Always a good time to fit in some story. Can't go anywhere, so all they can do is talk. Yeah, and then there's the escape to Tashara with your ship that's not looking too great at the moment. It's a little bit on fire. Punch it. Yeah, there we go. Get out the hangar and get off. Hyperspace. Traditional Star Wars hyperspace star lines. Yeah, wake up's a little bit worse for wear. So much detail goes into a lot of these pictures that nobody ever normally sees. It's only in things like this art book that they actually become public. But it's very interesting to me. Very impressive. Not the droid. It must be about ND5 by the looks of it. Go. Who can out there? I'll see you back at the ship. Oh. Good stuff. Speakeasy. Doesn't look like it's particularly easy with guns being drawn and stuff. Yeah, obviously just another cutscene. I don't think I've seen this one yet. I've played a couple of bits of Sabak, but not too much. Giddeek's workshop. Yeah, one of the first places we go to. Obviously need to be fully idolized. Not idolized. What word do I want? Idealized. Yeah, good stuff. Although this isn't what I'm looking at now. This must be when you come back to his new workshop, because I haven't seen him working on a protocol droid. Hope you enjoyed the book. There's so much more to discover in games. So that's it. That went through that 119 pages quite quickly. So yeah, I did enjoy the book. It gave me a lot to think about, a lot to learn, and some nice pictures, as well as some music that I can put on in the background when I'm not streaming. But I liked it. I thought it was quite good. There are obviously other controls up here to turn off the sound effects and things like that, but I liked it a lot. That's very, very good. Very enjoyable. We can nip back We go back to any page you like. So you can just skip through if there's a page you particularly enjoyed. All graphically animated in beautiful ways. So there we have it. That's it. That's all of I'm going to be streaming tonight. As I say, my eyes are not up to actually playing the game, but I can read through pages of magazine. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully it was better than me not doing anything at all tonight. Katie will be playing tomorrow night. If you want to come and watch Katie play some Planet Crafter, there has been an update to Planet Crafter. I'm not sure if Katie's unlocked the big thing that unlocks as yet. I think she probably has, but we'll find out tomorrow if she's going to do that. And then next week, I should be returning on Wednesday next week. I intend to return to the world of Outlaws and play through some of the game. I have been playing it in the background since my last stream last week. So don't expect the story to continue on. There will be jumping around because I'm not going to be just keeping one save for streaming, because it's not very easy to do that on the PC version. There aren't multiple slots. It sort of auto saves and overwrites things, so I can't do a pure gameplay save. But I will. Uh, you know, there's always going to be lots to do, as far as I can tell, at least for a long time. So hopefully you'll join me for that next week. Thanks for streaming, says the Bobbins. Thanks, says Mark. Good night, everyone. Belly tonight will be smoky barbecue pork kebabs, because why not? I do like some, well, all of those things. Smoky barbecue, pork, and kebabs all sound good to me. But yeah. Right, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had some fun. As I say, as the Bobbin said earlier, do put your thumb up and leave a comment on this when it becomes a video. If you're watching it as a video, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought as well. And I shall see you in the universe of Star Wars soon, and in other streams sooner. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.